What's going on, YouTube? Everyone loves to root for an underdog, and in today's comparison, we certainly have that. The Toyota RAV4 has been the king of the compact SUV segment for many years, selling approximately 500,000 units annually. While the Mitsubishi Outlander certainly doesn't have that reach, this newest generation does have surprising advantages for the segment. So should you pick the RAV4 because it's the popular choice? Or is the Outlander actually the hidden gem giving you more? Well, let's go ahead and find out. So first off, let's discuss pricing for these two family SUVs. Starting with the oh-so-popular RAV4, we have the sporty yet high-end XSE trim level. Toyota offers quite a few options, and our tester checked almost all of them, making its total price $41,985 after destination. Now you might expect the Mitsubishi Outlander to slot in quite a bit cheaper than the RAV4, but you'd be wrong. This fully loaded Outlander stickers in at a very similar price of $40,620 after destination. By the way, if you want to get the best price from local dealerships and access to invoice pricing information for these two models or any vehicle, we have a tool on our website to do just that. Make sure to check the link in the description for more information because this is a great tool for cross-shopping. If you're new to our comparisons, we do them in an objective way. We have done our best to weigh the points awarded throughout in major and minor categories. And towards the end, we will revisit the $1,000 price difference and go over a new thing we're adding to our comparisons: reliability and resale value information. Let's go ahead and get started with the exteriors. Seeing these two side by side, you'll notice that the RAV4 has a tougher and boxier overall look, compared to the Mitsubishi's smoother Japanese style. Now we won't be awarding points based on design preferences, but as far as features, we have premium projector LED lighting on the RAV4 and reflector LEDs in the Outlander. Only the Outlander, though, will include fog lamps at this price compared to the RAV4's extra LED accent strip. Continuing to the sides, you'll see that the Mitsubishi has a more substantial look to it, and it actually comes in around 5 inches longer than the RAV4. We'll talk about how that translates to space later. But as far as features, both offer two-tone roof options, and you'll find large 20-inch alloy wheels on the Outlander. That's actually standard on most trims, compared to the Toyota's maximum size of 18 inches with the hybrid models. Rolling on through the exteriors, we have the rear designs. Both have handsome designs, partially LED taillights, and exposed wipers. Only the RAV4 has dual exposed exhaust outlets to spice up the design. For towing, the bigger Outlander can tow about 13% more, at 2,000 pounds versus 1,750 pounds in the RAV4. Now moving on to some of the individual features, you'll find surprisingly nice mirrors on both. They have BSM, heating, turn signals, and even power folding if you choose the Mitsubishi. Speaking of safety, one of the really nice things about these crossovers is that all 4 of your major active safety systems are included as standard equipment. Their warranties are quite different though, as Mitsubishi includes a class-leading 10-year powertrain warranty, longer basic warranty, and new for 2024, it has 2 years of complimentary maintenance, which matches the Toyota. But things are about to get even more interesting on the inside, so let's get into that. But first,
if you're new here, we're brothers, and we've been reviewing cars since we were 12
and 16. We may be young, but we love cars.
And we'd love for you to subscribe to be a part of our Car Confections family. Let's learn a lot, have some fun with all the latest cars.
approaching both SUVs, they have smart entry systems with decently nice key fobs. Remote Start will be included in the respective apps during a trial period. Only the Toyota will have sensors behind the door handles, and after opening up the doors, you're going to find spacious and surprisingly nice cabins. Before we dig into the features, let's start with the seats. The RAV4 has a much simpler black soft-tex leatherette with blue stitching for this XSE trim level. However, the Mitsubishi goes to the next level and adds quilted semi-aniline leather seats, which not only look nicer, but feel more premium and comfortable. For adjustability, they both have 8 ways of power adjustment with lumbar support, are heated for those of you in cold climates, and also include 2-person memory abilities. Now once inside the cabins, let's check out the major point category of material quality. Now it's not just the seats that are level up on the Mitsubishi, it's all the materials. It has one of the most luxurious finishes in the segment, including a quilted door trim, loads of leatherette on the dash, and also padded leather for your knees to rest against. The Toyota's materials are not bad per se, but not nearly as premium as the loaded Outlander. After startup, you'll see full 12.3-inch digital gauge clusters on both, which have good functionality and customizability. However, it's only the Mitsubishi that includes a 10.8-inch head-up display. Moving back, they both have heated and leather-wrapped steering wheels. Only the RAV4 has rain-sensing wipers, though. Now it's time to evaluate another major interior section, storage. There is quite a big difference between these two, and a prime example of why we do the Car Confections donut test. Not all center consoles hold the same volume, and in this example, the Outlander can only fit 5 donuts compared to the RAV4's 10. RAV4 also has large cup holders and even a passenger storage shelf, so it'll get the point here. Both have wireless phone charging pads. Toyota has all that space and still uses a traditional shifter versus the electronic one in the Mitsubishi. And when in reverse, you'll see a 360-degree camera on both of them. For climate, the RAV4's is dual-zone automatic, and the Mitsubishi's is one of the only options in the segment to actually get a 3-zone automatic setup. As far as audio, we have Bose and JBL sound systems. Let's take a listen. Both sound good for this segment, and there isn't a big enough difference to score a point. But families are demanding their vehicles to be more and more high-tech, and both of these models are bringing strong technology on board. The RAV4 got a big upgrade last year to this 10.5-inch display and the newest Toyota infotainment software. The Outlander will have to make do with a 9-inch display instead, and while both of them have integrated navigation systems, it's only the RAV4 that includes both wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. As we wrap up the front of the cabins, the RAV4 has another advantage. Both have auto-dimming mirrors with HomeLink remotes, but only the RAV4's is also a camera mirror when you flip the switch. Both of them have panoramic sunroofs as well on these high-end versions. So, the Outlander is about 5 inches longer than the RAV4. But does it have more space than the Sales King? To answer that question, we need not go any further than the specs. The Outlander does barely eke out a half point for 5.4% more legroom, but overall headroom is roughly the same. In addition to space, there are also differences in amenities. Both give you USB ports and rear vents, but toasty buns, aka heated seats, are only on the Outlander unless you get the even more expensive RAV4. The Outlander also throws in window sunshades. Before we head to the cargo areas, we will have to talk about something super unique about the Outlander competing in this class. It has a third row. Yes, you heard me right, a compact crossover with a third row. Now it's important to note that this is intended for only small children, and even then, you probably only want to use it in a pinch. Nevertheless, it's very cool to see a feature like this being offered for the additional utility. Now, let's pop the tailgates. Once they open up, we're going to have a bit of back and forth when it comes to space. Beyond this second row of seats, we have an 11% advantage in favor of the Toyota. But after we get past the folded third row, which takes up space, it's actually the Mitsubishi that has 13% more maximum space. One thing to keep in mind is that the packaging allows for a spare tire in the RAV4, but not in the Outlander. Alright, we're done with the interiors now, so it's time to take this close comparison out to the streets. So as you've seen throughout this comparison, these two are thoroughly different products, and that continues with the drive. Under their hoods, both have 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engines, but the RAV4 also has a hybrid system added to that. It's important to remember that several RAV4 trims, including this XSE, are hybrid exclusive, while the Outlander doesn't offer a conventional hybrid system. Regardless of your preference on hybrid versus pure gas, the RAV4 is significantly quicker when accelerating.
Alright, so there we go. Off to the races with the RAV4 Hybrid. Now, like we mentioned at the spec dump, actually the RAV4 Hybrid is more powerful than the traditional gas powertrain option. And in addition to just being more powerful, which this has 219 horsepower to remind you, it does also have that low-end electric torque. So when you get off the line, it has that nice sensation of acceleration from that electric motor generating power. And I think that really makes it, to me, feel quite a bit faster than the traditional RAV4.
Alright, and that's 60 miles per hour in the 2024 Outlander. Keen viewers might have noticed some elements in the Outlander being shared with the Nissan Rogue, and that's because they do share a common platform and many of the mechanical bits, such as the continuously variable transmission. The RAV4 also uses a version of a CVT called eCVT, and the Outlander does shift simulations.
And power is going to be routed through an eCVT. Now, as far as the transmission is concerned, we have a continuously variable transmission, or CVT, and this does have a shift simulation on board. So as you could tell, as I was accelerating up to speed there, it does kind of move through some fake gears, just to give you a little bit more of a conventional feel.
Both of them have all-wheel drive systems as well. Now let's talk about an important part for any family SUV, the ride quality. In this situation, the Outlander has 2-inch larger wheels, but it also has more comfortable seats, so the overall level of comfort is very similar in both of them.
Alrighty, and now we've finally turned on our designated highway stretch, and this is where I really want to spend a little bit of time talking about how good this RAV4 rides. Now, over the last 7 days, we have driven this vehicle quite a lot. You know, I had a wedding to go to, so I drove it about 2 hours away and then road tripped back, so we've been in this vehicle for many hours at this point this week, and I have to say I'm very, very impressed with the ride quality. And now that we're just kind of cruising along here, I do want to talk about this vehicle's ride quality. So the Outlander has always had really good ride quality. That's going to continue for the 2024 model year. When you hit a bump, it does a good job of soaking it up. I think it's very much class competitive when it comes to ride quality.
But that experience isn't all about ride quality. You might be wondering how quiet they are, which is why here at Car Confections, we take a sound level reading for every vehicle we test on our channel. Tested at 55 miles per hour on local roads, both came in at very similar numbers within 1 decibel of each other, meaning the average adult ear wouldn't be able to distinguish between them.
Let's do our signature sound level test, see how quiet this cabin is. We have settled in at 56.7 decibels as our official Car Confections sound level reading. We've settled in at 57.5 decibels as our official Car Confections sound level reading.
Lastly, if fuel economy is front of mind for you, then the RAV4 will make more sense. This hybrid system delivers phenomenal MPGs of 40 combined, while the non-hybrid Outlander is setting at 26 MPG combined. That will definitely add up over the lifetime of owning the vehicle, and do be aware that the Outlander offers a plug-in hybrid variant, and the RAV4 offers traditional gas options and a PHEV as well. In our reviews and comparisons, we are also adding in reliability and resale information to give you a better picture of the overall value beyond just the original MSRP. Beginning with reliability, we developed the Combined Reliability Index, which takes into account several studies from trustworthy sources, and combines them in a way that gives you a more realistic picture. Mitsubishi ranks 3 slots above the industry average for all brands in reliability, awarding it 0.3 of a point, while Toyota is the very top brand for reliability, 16 slots above average, giving it 1.6 points. We also put Mason's economics degree to work to develop a detailed predicted resale value tool. After 5 years and 60,000 miles, Toyota has the second highest predicted resale value of 64.5%, which is 17.65 percentage points better than the Mitsubishi's projected percentage of 46.85. That substantial difference will earn the Toyota 1.7 points. Resale is obviously important because it determines how much money you get back, but we can't forget about the price difference at the original purchase. The RAV4 costs $1,365 more than the Outlander, which according to our scale gives the Mitsubishi 1 point. I want to emphasize that if money, reliability, or resale value matter less to you personally, feel free to disregard these points. And if you'd like to check out all our data about reliability and resale values, as well as learn about our methodology, make sure to head over to carconfections.com/resale and /reliability. Buying a car is a big decision, and this is a great place to compare all the makes you might be cross-shopping.
Well, that's the end of this hard-fought race between a newcomer and the established leader in the segment. Let's talk about who should be your winner, though, personally. So you should choose the RAV4 if you're in particular looking for that hybrid powertrain. That is something that only the RAV4 is giving you with that exceptional fuel economy rating. And of course, you're going to get that established Toyota nameplate, which is going to be able to deliver you better resale value in the long term.
Yeah, now on the flip side, Mitsubishi Outlander should be your choice if you want that more luxury experience. In the fully loaded Outlander trim level, you get quilted seats and stuff like that is not going to be available on the RAV4. Additionally, the Outlander is the only one that includes a third row, so that's kind of cool to have a third row, although it's not so good. You know, it still is there in case you need to use it for emergencies, so that's something worth considering. It also has a longer warranty than the RAV4, but we want to know your all's thoughts down below. Like Drew said, are you taking the established king of the segment? Or are you going to take this value-packed Mitsubishi Outlander? Let us know your thoughts down below. And if you're looking to buy either one of these products, be sure to head to carconfections.com/new car quotes, because on our website we have a tool that will connect you with local dealers in your area to get you the best price on your new vehicle. It's also going to give you access to invoice pricing information, which is a great tool for dealership negotiation to ensure you get that best price. If you'd like to take advantage of that, a link is provided in our video description. We also have a pinned comment at the top of this video. And guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you're part of our family, thank you so much for your continued support. And we'll catch you next time as we sample more of the latest automotive delicacies.